about Keith Thurman happened somewhere in between me getting elevated, before I got elevated to regular champion. Because people like you were starting to go to Floyd and say, what do you think about this kid, Keith Thurman? And he's like, oh, he green, oh, this, that. And he kept pushing me off to the side. So to me, when EJ first said my name, he ain't say my name. It wasn't you. It was something somebody else told you to do. All right? It's like, sir, yes, sir, you listening to others. It didn't come from your heart. You know what I mean? And how do I know? How do we know this, Keith? Well, look back at that old fight reference when he first said my name. And before he said my name, he said Floyd's name. He said, I want to call out Floyd Mayweather. Oh, wait. I mean, Keith one-time Thurman. Like, bro. Why didn't you just call out Mayweather that day? You want to go for the top. Mayweather was still an active fighter. Why don't you just call out Mayweather? Like I said, man, I thought it was very deflective. The boy was only 16-0. And I always thought that there would be a great opportunity to face him one day in the future. But why would I look down when I was trying to get a Floyd fight back then?
That boy Keith Thurman want to do all that capping on the internet, man. Why that boy want to do all that capping and lying on the internet? Like, Keith Thurman, you really gonna do that little video on Fight Hype and do all that capping? Bro, these dudes is clowns. These dudes is really clowns out here in these streets. Keith Thurman, I already know. These boxers, you know what I'm saying? Like, all these boxers want to sit up here. I'm not going. That's just like Jerry Hurd in the Charlo fight that was supposed to happen. Hurd ended up losing. That messed up the big fight. You know what I'm saying? We be want to see all these big fights, and then, you know, when one of the fighters lose, it mess it up. So Keith Thurman want to do this whole press conference do this whole interview about how, you know, back in the day, I don't want to fight Earl until you get a belt, till you get some accolades, till you build up your resume. I get it. A lot of boxers don't want to do all the leg work, and then somebody else come up in the rankings and they get an opportunity because they feel like that individual hadn't accomplished enough. Totally understand it. Totally get it. I wouldn't want to push the goddamn wagon up the hill and you just ride down the hill when the wagon go down and you enjoy the fruits of my labor. I totally get it. I'm not naive about it. But Keith Thurman, let's be honest, man. Once Earl got a belt, you had an opportunity to fight that man. Let's just be honest. You had an opportunity to fight that man. Now, we understand that you wanted to have a big fight. You wanted to, you know, build a fight up. Totally get it. Y'all trying to get the money. Listen, you got to feed your family. Listen, we ain't hating on to get the bag. We support getting the bag all day long. But at the end of the day, man, don't be out here capping and lying, though. Don't go on Fight Hype with the cap. Talking about the only reason Earl called you out is because Floyd Mayweather told him to. For Earl is his own man, he his own boss. So don't be on here on the internet lying like Floyd Mayweather was pulling strings and Earl was a puppet. Because that surely was not the case, my guy. Don't do that. I know firsthand. So don't sit up be on the internet lying trying to make something like Earl a puppet to Floyd Mayweather. Because we know that's not the truth. You know what I mean? So you had plenty of opportunities to fight that man. You was never calling that man out. You was ducking him on you, Garcia, and Porter. All three of y'all niggas were ducking him. And let's just keep it a buck. So quit getting on the internet like you really want to smoke with the man, and you really didn't. All right? So I seen a little interview on Fight Hype. Don't nobody want to keep it real. I keep it real. Here, I'm a grown man. And guess what? Can't nobody tell me what to say or do. So I keep it funky for everybody. Nigga, Floyd Mayweather ain't put no battery in Earl back. So stop the capping. Errol Spence won't smoke with you. He done sat next to you by commentating fights, after fights. When y'all did that whole PBC thing, when they was announcing fights, he kept talking about you gonna end up with an injury because you scared to fight him. The man done called you out 1,000,000 times. Now you were going Fight Hype like the man don't want that energy, like he don't want that smoke. He's just like, bro, you had plenty of opportunity to fight me. You really, really out here scared in the streets, and you didn't want to give me an opportunity, so now I want to fight you. Now, in a couple of interviews, Earl admitted, I want to fight Keith Thurman. He was trying to fight you, that's a fact. But now, you know, he feels like a bullet. Because at the end of the day, why am I want to sit up here and fight somebody that I was trying to fight and they kept running and they try to make me think I'm the bad guy, I'm picking on them, they don't want to fight me. You know what I mean? Because that's basically what it looked like. Now I want to fight you because you lost the belt. Nah, I ain't gonna be no bully. Nah, I ain't gonna be no bully. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. Because it looked like I was picking on you. Because I kept calling you out, you didn't want to smoke. So guess what? Now, keep that same energy. I don't want to fight you because I was tired of giving you the opportunity or wanting to give you the opportunity to fight. And you kept looking over me and you kept giving all these different excuses. And so you can't blame the man now for not wanting to deal with you because he called you fake. He said in interviews he don't like you for whatever his personal reason is. And that's Keith Thurman. That's what it is. Let's just keep it funky all across the board. And if I was in your shoes, Keith Thurman, you know what? I wouldn't go on no interview trying to make it seem like this man's scared of me. Don't do that. Because you know Earl ain't scared. That nigga ain't scary by far. And anybody that know him personally know that nigga ain't scary. So at the end of the day, just be honest. I would say, you know what? Earl, you did call me out. You wanted to smoke with me. I didn't give you an opportunity. Now, I don't have a belt. You know what I'm saying? I can understand why you won't fight me. I got it, bro. And just be a man about it. Just keep it 100. That's how you got to do it. Now, me personally, I want to see Earl smoke you. Earl don't want to fight you. That's how Earl feel. And I ain't the one to get in the ring fighting, but me personally, as a fan of boxing, I would love to see Earl smoke you. I just want to see a nigga beat you up. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really want you. That's not no hate. That's not saying I want anything bad to happen to you because you're a husband and you got kids. Ain't nobody saying that. But we understand that it's boxing. And you know what happens when you get in the ring, you get hit, you get beat up. And it's what you signed up for. And as a fan, I want to see you get whooped. I'm just going to keep it 100 with you. I want to see you, Earl hit you to the body, and you fold up, he put you on your pussy. That's what I want to see. Okay, you know. Judge me for it. All right. But I'm just saying, Keith Thurman, I'm saying it because I ain't like that little interview you did on Fight Hype. Trying to make something like Earl ducking you and like he's scared, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's disrespectful, bro, because you know he ain't scared. You know that. Just take it as a man. The man don't want to fight you, be like, okay, cool. If you don't want to fight me, I understand why. All right? Keep it real, bro. Quit all this fakery in boxing. That's why I try not to do videos, and I've really been chilling on starting my podcast and doing stuff, because I'm going to say what niggas don't want to say. I'm going to keep it real. All this old pussyfoot these niggas be doing, because I got my own money, and I ain't dodging no smoke from now, nigga, so I can say what I want to say. But at the end of the day, I just get tired of all this pussyfooting and all the old pussy blogging and people not want to be honest and keep it real when y'all journaling. When y'all doing y'all journalism. We need real journalism. Unraw, uncut, keep it real. There's no hatred. Some of us might be a little more blunt than others. Hey, cool, don't judge us because we all intellectual at the end of the day. Please don't get it twisted. But just because I say nigga, and just because I have an approach that I desire to have, that's just me. Don't judge me. Okay? And let me say one more thing real quick while I got you niggas' attention. Y'all need to quit saying you don't like somebody you don't know nothing about. That go for boxers and niggas that don't box. How you gonna have the energy to say you don't like somebody and you don't know nothing about them? That person might be a great father. That person might be a great husband. That person might be a great uncle. That person might be a great friend. And you sitting up here in your feelings about a nigga that you ain't never had a conversation with, never met in person, nothing. Y'all niggas is goofy. I can't say I don't like somebody that I ain't never been in their presence and I ain't never had no experience with an individual. And this is not talking about me. I just be seeing it. And then y'all, and y'all boxers, y'all niggas be acting gay because if somebody don't like your style of fighting or have an opinion about you, y'all niggas be in y'all feelings. Like y'all got a pussy or something, like y'all on y'all cycle. Just because somebody has an opinion. It's people that don't like me. I'm not gonna get mad because they don't like me. For whatever reason they don't like me, it's cool. But I guarantee if they hung with me, if they had a conversation with me, if if they had an experience with me, they'd be like, you know what, that's a cool dude, man. You know what? I misjudged him. That man ain't never did nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand y'all be not liking niggas and y'all ain't never spent no time with them. Talking about them. You ain't never spent no time with them. But that doesn't encompass every attribute of that individual, boxing or journalism. So I just need to say that. I see it all the time. Keith Thurman, stop that capping, nigga. You know Earl ain't ducking you, nigga.